Hello everyone, I am back at it again. I'm going to try to get a whole lot more done today. As you can see, I've got a lot out on my desk here. Let me put this pokey tool away for the moment before I poke me. I was doing some die cuts this morning and I had to get the pokey tool out to get all the little pieces out. There's that, and get that out of the way. Now I'm going to lay these aside. The first thing I wanted to show you though, I've got a bunch of tags that came with both of the collections. I cut those out, but I haven't inked them yet, and I'll be using some of those. Probably not all, but some. And then I have several pieces here that I want to put in the book. I don't know if I'll be able to use them all or not, but we'll go through those one by one. I'm going to lay them to the side. And then I've cut out, and I tried to ink everything ahead, a bunch of little pockets. And here's another little folder here. Put that over there. And then these are another little thing we're going to do, as well as these. But the first thing I wanted to show you was, let me grab the book, or the this little flower. I wanted to show you how to do that in case you've not done it before. It's real easy. It's just a die that I have in my stash, and it is this little one here. It's real old. I've had it for years, probably 4 or 5 years anyway. I'm going to put it back where it belongs so I don't lose it. Okay, so I'm going to stick that back up yonder. Okay. So what I like to do is take a piece of parchment paper. Now here's one that I've glued 3 together, and I let them sit for about 30 minutes or so to make sure the glue is dried, because you can feel the dampness in them right after you glue them. So I like to put a little of the art glitter glue out on a piece of parchment paper, like that. To me, it's easier than trying to catch every little, if you take that fine tip and go around each one of these, it takes forever, and it's a pain. So I just lay them down and kind of press my finger into them to get a little glue on them, and then stack them up like so. And press it into place. And then I'll get the third one. I like to do 3. You can get away with 2 if that's what you want to do, but I like them a little bit stiffer so they hold up. Okay. Now that one. Just put one right on top of the other. Okay. I'm just going to brayer over it a little bit. Oops, that one shifted. Stay down where I put you, little feller. Okay. Let me get a wipe and clean off my hands, and then I'll show you how I colored it. So I got glue on me now. Okay. Now the first one I did was red, so it's cold here today, so I've got on my yucky work jacket. But it keeps my clothes clean. There's another one of those laying out here. So we'll do this one in blue. And that is Faded Jeans. And I need my paintbrush. Oops. And just a tiny dab of water. I don't want much because I want it to be dark at the base. And that's not going to be dark enough to suit me. So let's color the whole thing in. And then let's dip it in, see what we get. Sometimes you get, ooh, that's pretty, extra splotches of color. Yeah, I like that light and dark. Except this didn't get any color at all. There we go. Put a little dark right there. There we go. And then I need a little bit of green for the stem. This is bundled sage. So I'm just going to use my tiny brush for that. Make sure I get the blue out of it. Might make it a little darker green. And I'm just going to go right to the ink pad for that. So I want it darker at the top. Maybe along the edge a little bit. There we go. Now to get it shiny, once it's dry, I do the same method with the Nouveau Glaze. I put a little bit of it down on here and I dip it in there rather than try to put it on each one of those little loops. It's a lot easier. And when you try to squirt it on, it tends to run over the edges. See this word hope? That's what I did. I just dipped it in there after I colored it. See, and it's pretty even. There's no lines where you went through with that fine tip. So I will lay this aside, and we'll come back later and we'll dip it in the glaze and let it sit for a little bit. Come on, clean this off a little bit. I'll fold it and then I can use it the opposite side for the Nouveau Glaze after a while. Alright, get my blue off my fingers so I don't get it on my book. I tend to get stuff all over me. Okay. So let me show you what I've done. This one I did, and I just cut little strips off of one of the scraps of paper, and then I did the flower. And this is one of Tim Holtz's little things that says go see and explore. I don't know which set it came out of. It was all words. I've still got a lot to do in here. I stamped that on there. I did it a couple other places and it didn't get a very good impression, so I've got to embellish over where I did those. So see, we've got a lot of places we can put things. And this is the one with the belly band that we made with the 3 little pockets on it. And I think I've shown it to you before. I just embellished over it with a lot of different dyes and things. And then on this one, I have a piece cut for this that's going to cover the words fall. And we'll do that here in just a few seconds. I put a little, it's a trim. Where is it? Don't see it. It's a real wide trim that I've got. Right here. No, that ain't it. Oh, here it is. So it's this. I trimmed off this scallopy edge and put a ribbon around the three sides, but it's loose so you can put something in it. Just made a pocket with it. And I just lightly tacked it at the bottom with Fabri-Tac. So we've got lots of embellishments yet to make. There's that. This is the corner pocket we did together. See, there's one that I stamped that didn't come out so well, so I'll make a cluster or something to put there. And this one, and I made this yesterday. I don't know as I like it on that yellow. I'll find somewhere I like it because I thought it turned out real cute. It's just a little scrap. It's not big enough for that. I don't want the wood fall to show. I don't like gingham on gingham. Might be pretty there with the animals. And it's a wrong green for that. It doesn't look right. I don't like the pink on the yellow. I'll find somewhere for it. And then I'll give you the dimensions on that. And then I made this the other day. It's just a scrap. And it goes up over the corner, just a little notepad. And this is another one of those 3 circle flowers. And a little piece of lace and a little bit of book page there. And it's got a paper clip in the back, and what you do is just slip it over the top of your page. So that'll go somewhere. It was just a wild idea I had. And then on the other one, I don't know if I put anything in it yet or not. Trying to make sure. Yes, I did. Trying to make sure I don't touch this flower that's wet. Let me move it. I stamped out some mushrooms from an old stamp that I've got in my stash, and I just glued it down there so it makes a tuck spot. And this is the corner pocket we made together with one of the tags. We did that together. I attached a metal leaf with a piece of lace and a little gold ribbon, and well, it's not ribbon, it's string that I had in my stash. I've had this stuff forever. I'm just trying to use up things I've got. And I've already shown you that pocket. Need to make something for that. It's got tucked back here and here. And see if this works anywhere. Kind of big for that page, but I like it on that. There's already something on the other side. Maybe on the flip side of it. There's that. See, here's another one I need to put something on. Looks pretty there, doesn't it? About on here. Looks okay there too. And see what it looks like here. I keep picking up that parchment. See, it's too big for that one. And the pink doesn't look right with the orange. So probably either there, or there. Either one. Well, send me a message and let me know what you think. Before I glue it down, I'll check the messages and see what kind of feedback I get. Oh, and the book plate for the front, I made one, and I'll show you that. And that's another thing you can give me your opinion about. I made this to go on the front, Let me get the album cover. But I feel like it's kind of lost on there. I don't know if it's big enough, if I need to put something else on it. I can't decide. And then I realized I've got some of these metal book plates, and if I used the word journal and one of these, then it would just be this and the word. It does stand out better with the dark brown. And then I've got one that's a rectangle too. So there's something else you can give me your opinion about. Should I use the metal plates or should I use this? This just feels to me like it doesn't stand out enough. So let me know what you think. So let's make some of these pockets. Alright, this one, these two are so simple. I've made these a million times before. It's made from a 12-inch piece of paper, design paper. Let me move these out of the way so they don't get crumpled. And you measure down, let me see if it's 12 inches. I'm going to make sure I tell you right. You measure up 4 from the bottom. Measure up 4 from the bottom, make yourself a tick mark, and down 4 from the top, I believe is what it is. Yes, 4 from the top. And then you just cut off from tick mark to tick mark. And then you score it at 3, 6, and 9, and just accordion fold it like that. And that's all there is to making that. And I just inked it all around. And we will glue it 3 places. Glue it right here and across the bottom. And right here and across the bottom. And right here and across the bottom. About as simple as an insert that you'll ever make. So there's another one we can put in it. And we'll I'll lay that one over here with these others until we decide where we're going to put them. So we can do the same thing to this one. Down the side and across the bottom. And it doesn't take much glue, just a little. Down the side and across the bottom. And one more time. Down the side and across the bottom. And we'll seal that up. We just made 2 inserts. Are you proud of us? No, I didn't fold this one exactly right, so it's got a little edge here, but I don't think that's any big deal. It doesn't bother me at all. Usually things like that do, but this time it didn't. Okay, and then I made some little file folders. And I'm just going to attach them to the pages. I think I might put a magnet under here, a small one, and one in here. I'm not sure. I might, just so that I can put things in it and it'll stay closed. That, or you could use Velcro. And I just made 4 of them. This one's plaid on the inside. The carrots is blue on the inside. This one is that lavender flower. It's got the truck on the inside. I wanted to use the truck on the outside, but it had been upside down, so it didn't work. And then we have this one. And it's got pumpkins or gourds on the bottom. So I'm going to lay those aside because I'm not sure if I want to use Velcro or a magnet. I've got both, so I can do either one. But it depends on how we embellish it. Then let's do these 2 here. because I've already got paper cut for these. These are so cute, and I've made them before, been a long time ago, and I don't remember the name of them where I first saw them. And what it is a 5-inch square, and I've just inked it all the way around, and then you need 4 strips that are 5 by 2.5. You lay this one aside. You lay them out so that you see the images you want. I'm going to put it like this, so the lamb shows. Then the green check this way. And then the bunnies this way. And then this goes under and over. And I'll lose a little bit of the bunnies, but not all of them. So it makes like a little quilt block. But then you have, let me find a piece of scrap here. Oh, here's one. You'll have 4 little pockets like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, where we can put tags or some kind of little embellishment. Oh, that's so cute. So the first thing we want to do is to attach this one only on this side. And I'm just going to attach those 2 sides and put it even with the edges. And then the green is going to go over that like this. And we don't want to glue this part because that's going to be our pocket, so we're going to glue this short end and all the way down the long end. And we're going to attach that right along the edge. And this one is going to go on top. Got to leave this open. So we're going to go here and here. Get this one out of the way. Line it up. Actually, I can glue down this right here. And this is going to go over the top and underneath. So we can glue this all the way down in this. And it's going to go under here. So we have to line it up. It's not all the way in. Easier said than done. This last piece is a little difficult. Trying not to get my head in there, but I bet I did anyway. There we go. Now we can glue down this edge. And this edge. this is our pocket here. This is our pocket. So let's put a little more blue on here. It's sticking very well. This is our pocket. And this is our pocket, so let's make sure they're all open. What do I do with that scrap again? There it is. There's a pocket. There's a pocket. There's a pocket. And there's a pocket. So we're in good shape. We can embellish them however we want. But if you're using something directional, just make sure your images are correct. So, what did I do with the other one? And I'm going to put these in the book, either gluing these three sides or these three, so that I've got a tuck space. So that is my plan. Here's the other one. And I was going to do it like this, like this, like this, and like this. So, we'll start with this one. So we can glue three sides on this one. And the blue one is going to be your pocket. And this one's going to go over. So again, we can glue three sides. And I don't think I did it that way the first time. I'll go back and make sure I've got everything glued down on it. I may have to lift that first one up. Make sure I got these corners straight. There's that one. This one is going to go this way. Yep, I will have to lift that up. I shouldn't have done that yet. I knew I was doing something wrong, but it's early enough. There we go. Scared myself. Okay, three more sides. So on the first one, just do this corner. And goes this way. Almost glued it wrong. Pay attention to what I'm doing. There's that one. Now this one is going to go underneath. That's what I almost goofed up. Okay, now I want the flower to show. So, let's glue three sides. Make sure that's straight. Looks good. Now we can glue this back down. Got in too big of a hurry, didn't I? There we go. So we've made two quilt squares. Got one. Alright guys, this is the one I want to put where I told you I wanted to cover up the word fall. I've just cut out, just torn some pieces, and I'm going to glue these down, make a little collage on it. I don't know if I want these two here. I may want some lace there. But anyway, I'm going to glue these down. And then we'll have plenty of room to put tags or journal cards in it. So this is going to go up here. Like that. Most people that do junk journals use glue sticks, but I'm not a big fan of glue sticks, so, but if you are, you can use one. That's up to you, but I just prefer the art glitter glue. That's my glue of choice. I'll put this like that. And let me see, I want to put, I haven't inked this yet. This is one of the Tim Holtz ephemeras. Put a little glue on it. I'll put it kind of at an angle. And then this little torn strip. Like that. And then I think I'll put this here. There's no real method to it. I'm just putting it wherever it kind of looks good to me. And then I've got a little tiny scrap over here I'm going to put at the bottom. Just like that. And then I'm going to put a mushroom up here because I've got a mushroom at the bottom. And I didn't have, I kind of thought I wanted to put a flower up there, but I couldn't find one I liked, so I'm going to do another mushroom, but just a small one this time. I'm going to put it right here. And a butterfly over to the side. Goodness. Don't think I inked the butterfly either. Right there. Okay, now we can do the bottom part. I'll tell you, our weather here has been so strange this year. We haven't had a whole lot of winter, but we've had enough to suit me. And tons of rain. I'm about sick of rain. That's what it's doing today, and it rained a little bit of yesterday. You know the song, Rain, Rain, Go Away. I seriously mean it. Okay, let's put this. I want that other edge to show. And I meant to put this up under there. I don't know if I can get it up now. Yeah. Put a little piece of ribbon down here. Get to talking and forget what I'm going to do. There's that. Now, the mushroom. Tell you, this Tim Holtz ephemera comes in real handy. There's that one. And I got a button here. We'll put the button on with some Fabri-Tac, and I put a little of that gold twine I showed you on there. there. And then I have this little phrase that says, "Isn't she lovely?" I think sometimes they call flowers and stuff like that a she, so I thought that was appropriate there. Now what I'm trying to decide is, do I want a piece of lace there? That one's not really wide enough. Let's see what else I got. But I've got this one. I haven't used it anywhere. I wonder what it would look like on there. Let me cut it open. I don't know if that would be appropriate on here, but we can look at it and see. It says twill with buttons all over it. Ooh, I like that on there. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut it right here. Something different. Oh, you can cut the thread. Alright. Oh, I don't want this. I want the other. I don't know if the art glitter glue would hold that. Got the lid in my hand. I'm looking all over for it and I'm holding on to it. Okay. Let's put this right down the middle. I like that brown on there. Let me pull it down just a little bit so my button doesn't hang off. There, I'll let that dry. And the button set up. And then I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to hold on to it for just a minute. Yeah, I really like that. I think that's kind of nifty. Just set this aside till it dries. And we'll finish it up. And then on this one, I thought I would put this purple trim. I've got to ink it. That way I can use that pink popcorn looking stuff I got. I don't know what they call it, but I like it. And I wanted to use the purple somewhere in this, so we're going to give it a shot. Down that side and down here. And that'll cover up that serrated edge. I'm going to leave just a little bit of the white showing. And let's get some of this trim. I think that looks pretty. I like that. Okay, let me put the pin back in this. And we'll use the Fabri-Tac again. And then while these set up, we'll put the glaze on our flowers that did a while ago. There we go. Put it right along the edge. sure it looks straight. Okay. Cut this off here. These scissors aren't very sharp because they've got glue on them. Where's my other ones? Let's see if I can at least get it trimmed off where I can lay it aside. There we go. Doesn't look straight to me. This trim is bunched up on the edge. Let me take my ruler. That ought to be better. Okay. So we'll have a tuck spot under here, and a tuck spot. We're going to glue these two down. Oops. She said, with a pin in the glue bottle. So there's that. That's not folded straight. It's got a pucker in it. Pull that pucker out. Get that pucker to come out. It ain't coming out. It'll be alright. Alright, let's lay that aside. Now let's backtrack to the flowers. And then I will take a few minutes break and give them time to set up so I don't get them all goopy, because I don't have enough places to lay everything, unfortunately. My small space limits me to how much I can do at one time. Cover this up. Okay. So we need this, and I did go ahead and color the second one. We did this one together, and then I colored this one with orange, and it was called, let me see, I think it was Orange Marmalade. Spiced marmalade. I had part of it right. Okay, so I'm going to do the same way I did with the glue. I'm just going to put some Nouveau down here. Like that. And just dip it in. Make sure I got it all covered. That one looks good. Just that easy and quick. Now the orange. And the stem. Okay, so there's that one. Actually, I think I can use... Well, it looks shiny enough. I thought maybe I needed some more. I think it'll be alright. So I'm going to let those set up for about 20 minutes or so, and then I'll come back and we'll decide where we want to put some of this stuff. Okay? Okay, I'm back and we're going to try some more. More embellishments, that is. I wanted to share with you a few things that I've been doing. I showed you this whole stack of stuff that I made for embellishments. There's several of them here. And then I've got this one. I'll show you this one now. This one, this one. And we did a bunch yesterday. I did cut some, whoops. I put, folded one of the little glassine bags and put a piece of trim and that popcorn, whatever you call it. And I'm going to use that on one of the pages. I did cut some small tags for these things that we did. I haven't inked them or embellished them or anything, but we've got those two. And then we've got these 3 file folders, which I haven't done anything with yet. This is one of the little pockets that I made, and it is... I needed something long and narrow for this one page, so this one is 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. Scored it a half on both long sides and one short. Then I inked it, and on the page that has the tags, where's the tags? I had them somewhere. Well, there's a bunch of tags that came with this. Anyway, there's a page of tags, and I think there's 3 full-size ones. And then on the end of the page, there's this little bitty short one. And I used that for this little pocket. And I'm going to put that right here to put a bookmark in. I thought that'd be really cute. So let's glue that down. And I just used a 1-inch circle punch to make a notch in it. There's going to be a lot of tags and things to make to fill up all these pockets and tuck spots, but I think it'll be really cute. I'm going to try my best, whoops, not to lean in front of the camera because I just took a shower and I'm one of those old-fashioned people that puts rollers in their hair. So it's not a pretty sight. Until it gets dry. I have rollers in my hair. My grandkids, they look at me like I'm nuts. Actually, one of my great-grandkids said to me the first time she saw me right out of the shower with wet hair and rollers, she goes, "Nana, what's on your head?" She'd never seen rollers before. So there's that. We did this one together. I am going to, where's my little flowers I made? I've had them for quite a while. Let me see if I can grab one. What did I do with that? Oh, there it is. I love making those little circle flowers. I've got some of these little plastic containers that can't remember where they came from, but I'm almost out of flowers. Little things like that, and then I can cut out some leaves. And I've got this one and this one. They're just with punches, 3 circles, and then a little flower in the middle. That one. This one will go with that paper collection. Here's another one. I'm running low on them. A note from my granddaughter. I love you, Nana. She leaves me notes frequently. And then this one, I really like this one, but I think it's too poofy for this album. So that's the last one of those I had. So I might use some of those. I don't want to leave them all out though, so put them back in here. I do kind of like this green one here, though. I might use that one there. Put some leaves back behind it, maybe a little piece of lace or something. But I got to come up with something there to cover that stamp that went amiss. And then I was thinking about putting this trifold over here. What do you think of that there? Got glue on me. Or I could put this one. And I could just glue it here and here, and that way I could hide the paper clip a little bit, but it doesn't bother me that it's there. I really like that on there. I like it better than this one on there. And all this is just a folded over piece of craft cardstock. And I'll give you the measurements for it. And if you want, you can replay this to get the measurements. You don't have to write them down, but if you want to, you can write them down, because I didn't make a cut list this time because everything is different. In the next album, it won't be the same either. Anyway, this one is 7.5 by 4, and I scored it at, let's see, 2.5, and just I rounded the corners and just inked it, and I just want to put it on a page. It's okay there. It looks really pretty there, doesn't it? It blends all these colors together. Let's put it there. And I'm just going to ink it on 3 sides. Ink it. Oh gosh. Glue it. It's a shame I don't know the difference between ink and glue, isn't it? Tell you, some people when they get old, they really get senile. That would be me. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball it from top to bottom. What is making that lump? Oh, let me take this out of here for now. Too much bulk. And my little burnishing tool. Let me get this out of here. Now, I want to glue these 2 little flaps right here, just top and bottom, and that'll give us a double space to tuck things in. That adds a lot of color. And all I did to this was just add a little bit of a book page, a scrap of one of them design papers, a little word phrase that says "Love Today," and then I cut a little pocket excuse me, that is a 2 by 2 square, and I scored it at 1/4 inch on 3 sides. Here's another piece of book page, a little green button, and some gold twine. That's all that is. What is that? There's something there that's bugging me. I don't know what that is there. Got rid of it, whatever it was. Okay. And I colored this little flower. I thought it was so cute. Might look pretty there, but I have to cut it out. It's with colored pencils, and you take baby oil and kind of smush it together with Q-tips, and I have to wait on the baby oil to kind of dry up, or soak in, I guess. Okay, so there's that one. Let's get the other one and see what we want to add to it. It looks pretty there, doesn't it? Let's put that one there. And will there be enough room at the top? Yeah, we could tuck something up under the top. So I'll just glue 3 sides down. Now remember, you can replay this as many times as you want. That way you don't have to write down the measurements of everything. I hear the baby. He got shots yesterday, so he's been grumpy. He was better this morning, but boy, yesterday he had a bad day. A lot of crying and fussing. His little thighs were hurting him because he got 2 shots in one and 1 shot in the other. Let me make sure this is not upside down. Now's a good time to think about it, isn't it? After I glue something in. Okay, there's the tissue paper. Let me see, this is just a little trifold, or a triple pocket actually. And I cut the pieces for it. I guess we could go ahead and glue it together and then decide where we're going to put it. So let me give you the measurements of this one. The base piece is 6 3/4 by 4, and it is scored at 4 3/4. So this little piece of trim, and I cut it edge to edge, is going to go down here. Let me move this for the moment. So we're going to glue this one in. Get it all the way to the top. I want to flush with the top. There we go. And then the second one is 4, of course, by 2 3/4. And that's going to sit in here like that. And then this one is 4 wide and 2, it's 4 by 2. And I'm going to attach this one to it. And then this one will sit here as soon as I get my spacing right. So let's put this one right there. Okay, and I'm just going to glue 2 sides, and we can trim any extra off after we get it glued down. Get that one out of the way. Right about here is where I had it. Does that look straight? No, not exactly. Bring it up just a hair, a little bit more. That's better. And then, oops, this one is next. That. Okay. Did I want to cover that dot? Yes. Just on the two sides, so whatever inserts we put in, see, that one's a little too wide. I'll have to turn that one off. And then we're going to close these two down. And that's the only one that sticks out. So let me trim it off. Get my big scissors. Where are you, big scissors? They ran away. There they are. There we go. Now let's put this one down on the front. And we can decide where we want to glue this in. Now I'm going to ink around the edges and make sure everything is the same. Don't want any raw edges showing. So there, that'll be a triple pocket with a back, with a tuck in the back. So let's see where that can go. You don't want to cover up the animals, that's for sure. There's that belly band we did. And this one, we did this one the other day, and I have to glue this closed. And it's going to cover that fall. Remember I told you I wanted to cover that up. Because this album is not about fall. Although the paper is very pretty in its own right. That's not the idea of this particular journal. So I think I'm going to glue it here, here, and here, and leave a side tuck. That's my game plan. Get some of these things glued in place so I don't have so much laying on my desk. Okay, let me pull this forward where I can see what I'm doing. Put it a little closer to that edge, so there we go. That ought to be about good. I found this little thing at, I don't remember, I don't remember which store I found it at, but I do remember it was over by cake decorating and stuff, and it had such a rounded edge on it. I thought it might be handy for burnishing when you're doing small things. I haven't tried it yet. I just took it out of the package and laid it up there. And I'll let you know what I think of that. Okay, here's this. That's kind of blah on there. It's a little bit too pale. Kind of white on white. I don't want it on the green. It's kind of plain. I had this one laying there. Ooh, that looks pretty there. Let's put that one there. If you're voting on placement, I hope you're agreeing with me. I hope you like it. Okay, we're going to put it right here. And I don't know what we're going to do with these little fellers. It's too, well, it's not too long for that page, but that's a lot of yellow, isn't it? I'm having a hard time placing those. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Let's go back to this one. Don't like it on there for sure. Got mushrooms there, and we got this pocket. It's a little bit much there. And we got this one here. I don't like a lot of white on white. How about on the bunny paper? Yeah. I should have made it out of, I do like it there. Okay, I'll put it there. See, each one of these has got places it's going to have embellishments made for. Well, not inserts, I should say. You know what? I wish I hadn't put glue on. Well, hooey. I don't want glue on this side. I'm going to let it dry up because I want to leave a side tuck so it opens this way. And I'll glue this down. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 places. Let that dry up. Still a bit tacky. It's just about lost all its tackiness. It didn't take it very long. Okay. Okay, let's put it on here. Okay. I want to still got that flower laying in there. Take it out for now. I love that flower. It says collect beautiful moments, and all I did here was put a piece of book page behind it with a piece of vellum, and I put my little flower and tied a ribbon. I twined it around the stem and then tied it in a little bow. And then we've got that one. Okay. Let me see. Wonder what this orange flower would look like on here. Ta-da! It's a bit shocking, isn't it? we've got a pocket there. We can put something here. Inserts in there. Insert there. And there. And in here, that's a belly band. Should we put this in here? I don't remember where I took it from. I guess it's all right there. Little notepad. Okay, and that one's in there. So we used both of those. We get this flower. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, just so my videos are not terribly long. What I think I will do is take a bunch of these inserts that I made. Darn it. Can't see for looking. Get that pin in there. Here we go. I think what I'll do is decorate these and then come back and give you the measurements. This one's just a pocket. Here's another one. That doesn't have an insert in it. This one has a double pocket. This one just has a ribbon place in the top. And here's another one with one insert. Oh, here's the tags. I knew I had them somewhere. And these are the tags that come. These came with, what was the name of it? Springtime, whatever. The clothes. Aren't those pretty? We can use these in a lot of places. Love the bunny rabbits. And some of them were from the Pied Pumpkin, like these. Farmer's Almanac. Isn't that pretty? So we got plenty of tags. So I think what I will do is embellish these, or whatever I decide to do with them. And we've got these two little things. We've got these four. These two baggies. And then I've got all these little pockets I made. And I think what I'll do, so the video is not too terribly long, the pockets are all different sizes and shapes. I think I will embellish them, then come back and give you the dimensions on each one, so that when you are making yours, if you decide you want to do a particular pocket or folder or whatever, you'll have the measurements with the finished items so that you know which one you want to do. I think that just makes a lot of sense to do it that way. So if I show you all of these, oh, and we've got one more of these long folds too. If I do it otherwise, it's going to be confusing to you. Right? You're going to wonder which pocket is which. So I think I'll do it that way, and then you can see the measurements with the finished item and know which one you really want. Alright, that's it for today. I'm going to go ahead and upload this one so y'all can stay busy, and I will be back as soon as I get these decorated. It might be a day or two, but it won't be too terribly long. I want to get it done as soon as I can, because I have a lady requesting another project and she's wanting it fairly soon, and I told her I would do it as quick as I can, so I want to get this one done before I start something else. So I will be back as soon as possible, and we'll try to finish up all these embellishments. Alright guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.